Beloved Masters, radiant children of the infinite Source, I come to you as Archangel Michael, guardian of divine will, bearer of the sword of truth and the shield of eternal protection. I come wrapped in the sapphire flame, the flame that strengthens your faith, sharpens your clarity, and restores your remembrance of who you truly are. Today, I speak to you of a quality most urgently needed in this time of planetary upheaval, the cultivation of spiritual resilience. You stand in a moment of great transformation. The old systems of Earth are shifting, disintegrating, and giving way to new structures that align with higher frequencies of light. And yet, within this process, there is turbulence. There are waves of uncertainty that strike against the shores of your daily life. There are storms that rise in the collective field, carrying fear, anger, confusion, and despair. Many of you feel these vibrations, not only through the events you witness but through the subtle undercurrents that ripple across the etheric fabric of Earth. It is here, beloved ones, that your spiritual resilience must rise. Resilience is not hardness. It is not resistance. Resilience is the inner elasticity of your soul's light, the ability to bend without breaking, to adapt without losing your essence, to remain anchored in love and truth even when the outer world shakes. Spiritual resilience is your capacity to walk through turbulence and remain aligned with the divine flame within your heart. Consider the great trees that weather storms. Their roots run deep, their trunks are supple, their branches sway but do not snap. In the same way, spiritual resilience is rooted in your connection with Source, flexible in your mind, and expansive in your heart. Without roots, the storms uproot the tree. Without flexibility, the wind shatters it. And without branches reaching upward, there is no growth. You, beloved ones, are called to be both rooted and expansive, grounded and uplifted, stable and fluid. How, then, do you build this resilience now? First, understand that resilience arises from remembrance. When you forget who you are, when you forget that you are an eternal soul embodied temporarily upon earth, fear and despair can overwhelm you. But when you remember, when you touch the flame in your heart and know that you are a child of the Most High, an eternal spark of the infinite Creator, you gain perspective. You realize that no storm can touch the essence of your being. You realize that every challenge is but a temporary passage within a grander design. Spiritual resilience is strengthened by faith. Faith is not blind belief, it is the inner knowing that you are always held, always guided, always loved. Faith is what allows you to step forward even when the path is not fully revealed. Faith is what allows you to rest in peace even when the outer world appears chaotic. When faith becomes your foundation, no storm can shatter you, for you stand upon eternal truth. Resilience is also cultivated through trust in your own soul's wisdom. Too often, beloved ones, you seek stability only in the outer world. You look to leaders, systems, structures, or relationships to give you security. Yet the deepest stability comes from within. Your soul has navigated countless lifetimes. It has carried wisdom across dimensions, through trials and triumphs. This wisdom is encoded within you, waiting for your trust. When you attune to your inner guidance, when you pause to listen to the quiet voice within, you draw upon the resilience of your eternal self. Beloved ones, do not mistake resilience for passivity. Spiritual resilience is not about withdrawing into numbness or ignoring the turbulence of the world. It is an active alignment with love in the midst of challenge. It is the conscious choice to hold your vibration steady when others waver. It is the willingness to anchor light even when shadows rise. You are not asked to deny your human feelings, but to embrace them, to breathe with them, and to return them into balance through the flame of your heart. One of the keys to resilience is presence. Fear and despair often arise when your mind is trapped in the past or the future. When you dwell on past wounds, you weaken your strength. When you worry about future uncertainties, you scatter your energy. But when you bring your awareness into the present moment, you return to the only place where divine connection is truly lived here and now. In presence, you access the guidance of Spirit. In presence, you feel the support of angels. In presence, you remember that each breath carries the love of the Creator. Another key is community. While your path is uniquely your own, you are not meant to walk it alone. Spiritual resilience grows when you support one another, when you join hearts and hands to strengthen the field of light. In your gatherings, in your prayers, in your shared intentions, the resilience of each soul multiplies. This is why the legions of light encourage you to create circles of truth, communities of love, where faith is nurtured and fear is dissolved. Beloved ones, resilience is also forged in the fires of challenge. Each difficulty you face, each fear that arises, each obstacle that confronts you, is not sent to break you but to strengthen you. You may not always see the higher design, but your soul knows that growth is born through testing. Just as the sword must pass through fire to be tempered, so your soul passes through the fires of this era to emerge radiant and strong. Every trial is an initiation into greater resilience, greater light, greater mastery. In these times, you are also invited to release the old stories that weaken your spirit. Many of you still carry wounds from past lives, patterns of unworthiness, beliefs that you are small or powerless. These stories are illusions, beloved ones. They belong to the old cycle of separation. The truth is that you are radiant creators, sparks of divine consciousness. When you let go of the false stories and claim your sovereignty, resilience arises naturally. You no longer depend on external validation, for your strength comes from within. Spiritual resilience also requires practices that nourish your energy. In this era of acceleration, your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies need care. Ground yourself daily in the earth's energy. Breathe deeply to anchor light into your cells. Spend time in silence to restore your mind. Surround yourself with beauty to uplift your heart. Call upon us, the archangels and the legions of light, to replenish your field when you feel depleted. In this way, you maintain balance even amidst the currents of change. Beloved ones, let me remind you of the larger vision. The earth is not collapsing, it is transforming. The turbulence you witness is the shedding of what no longer serves. The birth of a new earth is underway, and you are midwives of this sacred emergence. Your resilience ensures that you do not lose heart in the labor pains of this birth. Your resilience allows you to hold the vision of light even when shadows try to obscure it. Your resilience ensures that you can guide others, offering steadiness when they falter. As you build resilience, remember always, you are never alone. I, Michael, stand beside you with my sword of truth, cutting away illusions, severing cords of fear, shielding you in the flame of courage. The legions of light surround you, strengthening your field. Your higher self dwells within, whispering guidance. The Creator's love flows in every breath. When you remember this, resilience is not a struggle but a natural expression of your being. So I say to you now, anchor deeply in your heart. Breathe into your center. Feel your roots sinking into the earth, your branches reaching toward the heavens. You are a pillar of light, unshaken, radiant, resilient. From this place, you can weather any storm. From this place, you can guide others into peace. From this place, you fulfill your role as co-creator of the new earth. Beloved ones, I seal this transmission with the sapphire flame of faith and the golden flame of divine courage. Carry these within your heart. Let them remind you of your strength, your sovereignty, your eternal light. Build your resilience now, for it is the foundation upon which the new earth is rising. I am Archangel Michael, and I stand with you in love, in strength, and in eternal truth. And so it is.